Hola a todos, bienvenidos, soy Sony GZ3 y continuamos con Back to the Future The Game, capítulo 12, episodio 4. Nos habíamos quedado aquí con el Doc joven, Emmet. Pues, vamos a ver qué dice Emmet.
Hey Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
¿Vas en serio con Edna?
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the weeks since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
¿Son todas estas cosas parte de tu exhibición?
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter?
¿Qué es un medidor de alineación mental?
What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
¿Sondear las mentes de la gente?
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Your machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly, right now the whole thing's just a gussied-up potentiometer. But with years of refinements and a whole lot of investors, the MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
And?
And then we can set about curing them, of course.
Of course.
¿Cómo funciona?
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind-mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind-mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli, intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout. Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Y bueno,
Anyway,
¿te lo has hecho a ti mismo?
did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
¿Has inventado todo esto en 2 meses?
Can't believe you invented all this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles.
But
Don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing. But all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point.
¿Por qué llevas esa ropa?
what's with the new threads?
Do you like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
Never mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
Vamos a ver Frankenstein.
What do you say we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and...
I get it, you're busy.
¿Seguro que no quieres ir a ver Frankenstein?
You sure you don't want to take in a movie? I think you'll like it.
Strange as it may sound, I've got more pressing things to think about than going out to movies.
Okay.
¿Cómo están las cosas con tu padre?
How are things between you and your father? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't torn down your lab yet.
He's still angry with me and threatening to cut me out of his will, but I'm hoping that the civic potential of my mental alignment meter will win him over.
Y por último, esta de aquí. Cuéntame otra vez todo el sondeo mental.
Could you tell me how this mental alignment meter works again?
Of course. Now, pay attention. Subjects put on the mind mapping helmet, which I activate with this radio switch.
Check.
The subject is then exposed to a series of visual stimuli provoking positive, negative, or indifferent reactions that are recorded by the mind map printer.
Right.
Once a mind map is completed, it can be inserted into the mental alignment meter to pronounce judgment on the subject's mental state.
Okay, I think I got it.
Ok, creo que hay que hacer eso con su mente de él, supongo.
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
Bien, vamos a explorar un poco por acá. Tocadiscos.
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean
Ok, luz verde.
but I don't care. You see, I'm
Creo que luz verde debe ser porque está contento.
my own superintendent.
Moderador.
War is on the end. That's why I don't care.
I'd be careful of that if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it sends out an electric shock.
Ella como que se amarga, ¿no? Ahora está en rojo. ¿Qué es esto? Caballete.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
No está muy bien.
You look a little constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Ok. Consigue a Trixie unas fotos de Emmett, de bebé para su actuación. Creo que aquí debe estar. Álbum de fotos.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Convence a Edna de que Emmett no es un ciudadano modelo. Mapa mental de Emmett.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Mapa mental de Kit.
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
This kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
Creo que con lo que me demostró, tiene que ver algo de que hay que hacer esto. A ver, ¿qué es esto? Lata de aceite.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Convence a Edna de que Emmett es un dejado. ¿Acuario?
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. Had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Ok, creo que el siguiente paso es usar esto. Más, ¿qué es esto? Olla de estofado.
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer.
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
Ok, creo que ese casco con la luz verde es porque hay que estudiarlo a Emmet y hay que convertirlo en un ciudadano malo, algo así. Tarta de algas.
Hey, Emmett, need a snack?
Desperately. What is it?
Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Oh, I've heard of these. Oh, they better be really nutritious.
Otra vez se molestó. ¿Álbum de fotos?
I probably shouldn't show Emmett's baby pictures around to complete strangers.
La lata.
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
La verdad estaba dado todo lo que tenía en mi inventario. Bueno, ya vemos que tiene ese poder. Es esta ducha, ¿no? Ducha purificadora.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
Limpiador en spray.
What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Bien, ya tenemos el pulverizador. Y pues ahora vamos a comenzar con el experimento. ¿Qué es esto? Al toque. Hay dos botones, ¿no? Interruptor test del mapeo mental. Convence a Edna que M es un ciudadano modelo. Ok. ¿Y esto? Botón diapositiva. Ya con esto cambio la foto. O sea, como que se mantiene en neutro, ¿no? Pero él, ¿qué es? ¿Mala persona o buena persona? Foto de un Tannen.
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a Tannen, so I guess he's a negative figure.
Ok. ¿Que hay más fotos? Botón diapositiva. ¿Y él es malo o bueno? Foto de un niño de aspecto inocente.
Hey, I remember that picture from Edna's apartment in 1986. It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure.
Positiva. Ok. Foto de Trixie.
Trixie. I don't think Edna approves of her, so I guess she's a negative figure.
Creo que nos está diciendo que coloquemos foto negativa y foto positiva. Mapa mental.
The only thing that can use these cards is Emmett's mental alignment meter. What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really.
Ok, eran este montón de mapas mentales. ¿Y esto qué es? Medidor de alineación mental. O sea, acá, la tarjeta que sale de acá, acá creo que tenemos que colocarla, ¿verdad?
So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding.
Ok, tengo una idea. A ver, mapa mental. Aquí.
That's not a great reading, but if I really want to get Emmett in trouble, I better aim for the bottom.
Peor a peor. Tengo una idea, a ver. Voy a acercarme a las fotos y creo que cada foto tiene positiva y negativa, ¿verdad? A ver. Interruptor test del mapeo mental. Amarillo. Bien. Foto de Edna.
It's a picture of Edna. Since Emmett's got the hots for her, I guess she's supposed to provoke a positive response.
Es positivo, pero está en amarillo. Para convertirlo a verde, creo que para convertirlo a verde, allá le pusimos esto, ¿no? Y se puso en verde.
Careful, don't let all the flavor escape.
Bueno, como ahora está en verde, cambiamos a otra foto con el botón de diapositiva. Bien, ahora está en verde, pero quiero ver la foto. Foto de John Wilkes Booth.
Wait, I know that. That's John Wilkes Booth, the guy that shot Lincoln. So I guess he's supposed to be a negative figure.
Negativa. Generador. Generador. Ok, como ahora está en rojo, botón de diapositiva.
invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well, we'll just see about that.
Ok, él debe ser bueno. A ver, foto del agente Parker.
It's Danny Parker. He's a cop, so I guess he's supposed to get a positive response from model citizens.
Claro. Ahora sí, cambiamos la diapositiva. Ok, él debe ser malo. Foto de Tannen.
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a Tannen, so I guess he's a negative figure.
Claro, negativo. Entonces le metemos rayito. Cambiamos de diapositiva. Ok, él debe ser bueno, el niño, ¿no? El niño era bueno.
It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure.
Cambiamos. Trixie.
Trixie. I don't think Edna approves of her, so I guess she's a negative figure.
Ok, negativo. Generador. Y nuevamente generador. A ver ahora. Botón diapositiva. Voy acá. Medidor de alineación mental.
This isn't any good. I want to convince Edna that Emmett isn't a model citizen.
Ah, ok. Ok. Creo que entiendo un poco. Lo que he hecho está correcto. Entonces tiene que ser... A ver un momento. Lo que me piden es que no sea un ciudadano modelo. ¿Pistas? Hablando en general, deberías intentar provocar reacciones que son lo contrario de lo que se esperaría que experimentase un ciudadano que se atiene a la ley. Ok, creo que más o menos entiendo que es lo contrario. Usa el estofado de Emmet, las tartas de algas, el tocadiscos, el tanque de bacterias y la escalera de Jacob para provocar reacciones positivas y negativas en Emmet. Ok, claro, eso estoy haciendo. Perfecto. Creo que tengo una idea. A ver, nuevamente. Hay que hacer lo contrario. Bien, para asegurarme. Foto de Edna.
It's a picture of Edna. Since Emmett's got the hots for her, I guess she's supposed to provoke a positive response.
Entonces, ella tiene que tener un aspecto negativo. Generador. Bien. Foto de John Wilkes Booth.
Wait, I know that. That's John Wilkes Booth, the guy that shot Lincoln. So I guess he's supposed to be a negative figure.
Ok, como es negativa, acá le vamos a dar un aspecto positivo.
That smells good.
Claro, estamos haciendo lo contrario.
How can I get Emmett to have reactions that are the opposite of those expected of a model citizen?
Vamos a ver si esto resulta. Siguiente diapositiva. Foto del agente Parker.
It's Danny Parker. He's a cop, so I guess he's supposed to get a positive response from model citizens.
Ok, entonces, generador. Generador. Siguiente. Ah, perfecto, está en verde. A ver. Creo que él era malo. Foto de un Tannen.
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a Tannen, so I guess he's a negative figure.
Ok. Negativo y yo le pongo positivo. Ok. Siguiente. Bien, el niño. Foto de un niño de aspecto inocente.
It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure.
Otra vez generador. Bien, está en rojo. Siguiente. Ok, creo que está
Emmett's
en verde.
invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well, we'll just see about that.
Bien, como está en verde, a ver, vamos a hacer la foto de Trixie. Creo que ella debería estar en rojo, ¿no? Que sería negativo. Ahora vamos a ver qué dice foto de Trixie.
Trixie. I don't think Edna approves of her, so I guess she's a negative figure.
Claro, figura negativa, pero yo le pongo al Doc que está bien, así que siguiente.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, that switch just keeps shoring out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best.
A ver, porque ya no hay vuelta atrás, ¿eh? Lo malogramos. A ver, inventario. Ojalá que todo esté bien.
Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map and Emmett's own machine will do him in.
Qué buena forma de hacernos pensar, ¿eh? De hecho, como 3 veces ese intento. A ver, claro que la primera fue una práctica, la segunda fue mala, pero la buena salió ahora. A ver, ¿qué era esto? Caballete.
When this is all over, I better make sure to get Emmett's photo album back to him.
¿Qué hacemos ahora? ¿Mapa mental de Emmett?
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Allá. ¿Este? ¿Aquí?
Okay, Emmett. Get ready to meet the new you.
Hey,
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend.
Ok, comienza a una de que me es un dejado. Ok, ahora creo que acabamos acá. Emmet.
Emmett?
Yeah?
Bueno, creo que no hay más. Todo esto ya lo hemos dicho.
You get back to work. We'll catch up later.
Thanks.
A ver si utilizo el aceite.
Emmett,
What?
your jacket's got a little,
Oh, no worries.
Ah, yo pensé que se iba a dar cuenta de su perfume, pero bueno. Creo que no hay más por hacer. Así que... ¿nos vamos? Convence a Edna de que Emmett es un dejado. Pistas. El limpiador de Emmett va bien para limpiar toda la clase de pringosas sustancias. ¿Por qué no lo pruebas con algo? ¿Ya has visto lo bien que quita el aceite de motor? ¿Por qué no lo pruebas con pre-aceite de motor? Usa el limpiador de las pieles que hay en la muestra de Hill Valley del pasado. Esto creo que es afuera, ¿no? En la exposición. Bueno, vamos por allá.
what?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No!
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Emmett.
Emmett?
Yeah?
Sí, hay que decirle. No puedes casarte con Edna.
You can't marry Edna.
Why not?
Eres demasiado joven.
You're too young to get married.
Nonsense. Back in the old country, a man my age already have 2 kids and a farm. Besides, what's the use of waiting when you're in love?
Se supone que te has de casar con otra persona.
There's someone better out there. Trust me.
I know you mean well, but look at me. I'm an awkward teenager with poor social skills and a predilection for prattling on about obscure scientific minutiae. Frankly, it's a miracle that one woman has found me desirable. It could be decades before another one comes along.
Edna está como una cabra.
I just don't think Edna will make you happy in the long run.
Well, she makes me happy now, and that's what counts. And as for the future, well, the future isn't written yet.
You better hope it isn't.
Olvídalo.
Let's just drop it.
Fine.
Bueno, creo que todo esto se está repitiendo. Salimos.
You get back to work. We'll catch up later.
Thanks.
Bien. Salida.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Bien. Abrieron esto, miren. Creo que esto es lo que se refería a la pista, ¿no? Claro. El limpiador de pieles en el Hill Valley del pasado. Acá también dice Hill Valley del pasado, claro. Ok, aquí.
Furs donated by Lamont's House of Ermine. At least they're going to a good cause. They're stuck tight in this tar.
Usamos el pulverizador.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, or the cleanser might have dissolved the fur.
Bien, cavernícola.
Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
Perfecto. Perfecto, perfecto, chicos.
Sorry about the furs, guys, but you don't need them where you're going.
Volcán.
That volcano looks a lot like the one I did for my 7th grade science fair.
Dinosaurio.
Maybe when Real Doc comes back, we'll take a trip to see a dinosaur.
Diorama.
Press button to experience Hill Valley's primeval past. Okay, if this dinosaur is called a Tanninosaurus, I'm gonna... Oh, whew.
Bien, botón.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Ermine, reminding you, fur is forever.
Bien. Nos vamos ahora al de acá de frente. Creo que este ya lo hicimos, ¿verdad? Claro. Vamos a de Trixie.
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Diamante. Alto, diamante. Vi un diamante acá, hace ratito. ¿Este? Prisma de conforma de diamante.
Nice rock. But I can't reach it.
Estola de bisón.
That really doesn't need the added tackiness of dead animal pelts.
Ok, tengo entendido. Ese es para Trixie. Y también este álbum de fotos para Trixie también. Ok, diamante. Lo hemos encontrado. No sé cómo, pero lo hemos encontrado. La cosa es bajarlo de ahí. Y si uso el pulverizador.
That doesn't need cleaning.
Lata.
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
Monopatín de entrenamiento.
I'm good, but even I don't think I could skateboard on that.
Pistas. ¿Cuánto ha dicho Emmet que dure el limpiador? Tras 12 horas, el limpiador se convierte en enzimas destrozatela. Qué pena que no tengas 12 horas, o si las tienes. ¿Qué pasa cada vez que el ciudadano Brown usa el DeLorean? Pon el limpiador en el DeLorean y dile al ciudadano Brown que está listo para una prueba. Ok, creo que... A ver, luego volvemos por ese diamante. A ver, vamos a poner acá el pulverizador.
It'll be safe in there.
Y ahora...
And that's when tragedy entered my young life, in the form of demon rum.
Before or after the snake bite?
Immediately after.
Hey, Doc. Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
Sobre ese trasto conectado al DeLorean.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
Sobre Edna.
It's about Edna.
Don't worry, she's not going anywhere right now.
That's good, but
¿Qué me puedes contar de ella?
have you found out anything that can help me?
Only that she's stubborn, argumentative, and completely convinced of her own moral superiority.
Great, thanks, Doc. That really helps.
¿De qué habláis?
What are you two talking about anyway?
It's a private matter. I promised I'd keep it between us, for the present.
¿Te empieza a gustar de nuevo?
She isn't starting to get under your skin, is she?
Heavens no. The memory of her older self wheeling me into the reconditioning chamber is just too strong. The younger version is decidedly more attractive, though.
Hablando de...
On another subject,
Less distasteful, I hope.
Sobre el joven tú y Edna... ¿Nunca has mirado a otra?
is it true that you only had eyes for Edna?
At that time, I'm afraid so. I always tended to idealize the opposite sex. I was educated in a boys' school, and Jules Verne was always a little sketchy with female characters.
You haven't got time for a therapy session, Doc.
El traje y tú.
Edna made a point of saying that teenage you looked great in her grandfather's suit.
I did cut a fine figure in that suit. She hated it when I got it dirty.
Convenzamos a Edna de que eres un desaprensivo.
You know how that mental alignment meter of yours pegged you as a model citizen? Well, wait till you...
Stop! You're going to tell me about one of your schemes to make Edna break up with me, aren't you?
Yeah, see, Edna
I
thinks...
don't want to hear it. I know it's in the service of a good cause, but I still can't bear to know the details of my younger self's impending heartache.
Le va a pedir que se case con él.
Horrible news, Doc. Emmett's gonna ask Edna to marry him tonight.
But that's not how it happened. She didn't get me to propose until much later, that night at the lake.
Something I said must have caused him to move up the timetable.
Great Scott! This time travel business is trickier than I imagined.
Y bueno, Doc, perder el traje.
Maybe I could talk teenage you into losing the suit.
I doubt it. I knew how much that suit meant to Edna, and at that time my only desire was to please her.
Sobre mi plan,
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, don't. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
ok. He conseguido que Trixie me ayude con el plan.
Good news. I think Trixie's gonna go along with my scheme.
Pursue whatever strategies you like, but please Don't tell me the details.
Sobre Edna.
It's about Edna.
I've forgotten how damn sure of herself she used to be.
Used to be.
Todo es igual.
On another subject,
También es igual. Perfecto, nos vamos.
can I talk to you a minute, Miss Strickland?
Surely. Excuse us a moment.
It's like this.
Creo que es igual.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well then.
A ver, quiero ver acá algo. DeLorean.
Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again.
Perfecto. Ahora sí. Hablo con el Doc.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
Luz verde.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short end, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it started to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests and we'll see what we find.
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though.
No entiendo. ¿Qué pasó? Has envejecido un poco el limpiador de Emmet, pero necesita 12 horas antes de corromperse. Pon el limpiador en el DeLorean y dile a Doc que es hora de otra prueba.
Nope, no green light yet.
Pero está en rojo. No creo que me salga la opción de la otra prueba.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear.
Not at all, Mr. Sagan. Take your time.
Much obliged, Miss Strickland. Yes?
Bueno, no me figura ninguna opción para un siguiente intento, pero le diré, la luz no está verde.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's still red.
The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
Bueno. Aún así no sé lo que va a pasar todavía acá con el diamante. ¿No será tocando los botones, tal vez?
Press button to experience future Hill Valley, circa 1981. I don't think I've visited that timeline yet.
The century looks bright for our fair metropolis. Jump with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981, courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective imagination of mankind. Could this be our venerable town square? Yes, indeed. Though the form looks strange and new, the function remains the same as ever. But where are all the people? Why, they're underground. A network of burrows extends a mile into the earth, giving future Hill Valley's 10 million citizens plenty of space to work, play, and raise their families. Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally, and what better excursion than a pleasure ride to feed our burgeoning population of tomorrow? Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just
Wow.
press a button. Presto!
Chicos, lo hice.
An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's thirsty crop.
Borrowing it.
La verdad me aburrí de escucharlo y apreté todos los botones y nada. Creo que son esos dos, chicos, son dos. Esos dos son. Acuérdense. Aprieten nomás sin escuchar nada y ya. Ahora sí, Trixie, ¿no?
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Ok, uno por uno hay que darle. Perfecto. Comencemos con el álbum de fotos.
I brought Emmett's photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. How about the furs and the diamond?
I'll get him to you. Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but, they'll work. Now bring me that diamond, and we'll be in business.
Voila.
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up, and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, the redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Great.
Convence a Edna de que Emmett es un dejado. Y bueno, amigos y amigas, hasta aquí dejo ese gran capítulo 12. Me divertí bastante, he pensado bastante con esos rompecabezas. La verdad, con Emmett creo que me equivoqué 2 veces ahí, pero la tercera fue la vencida, felizmente. Hemos obtenido también un pulverizador que le hemos usado con el cavernícola, y también hemos obtenido el diamante, y todo eso para Trixie, para que ya esté lista para ayudarnos. Y nada, no sé qué va a pasar en el siguiente capítulo, esperemos que todo salga bien. Y bueno, me despido, muchas gracias por ver ese gran video. No se olviden de darle like, suscribirse y comentar qué te parece el juego de Back to the Future, The Game.